Hi, and welcome to this information session from Regent University about the School of Education. I'm so glad you're here with us today and wanting to learn more information about the programs we offer. So why Regent, the School of Education difference? Regent University's School of Education delivers excellence in teaching, research, and in service. The classes you will be taking and the degree that you're possessing will be regionally and nationally accredited. The classes you will be taking are taught by internationally accomplished faculty, and each of the faculty members truly wants the best for you. They all are here to motivate you and to get you where you want to be, which is so exciting and something so unique to Regent that your professors will take all the time you need to work with you. So a degree from Regent will benefit you, the teacher, in both public and private school settings. Wherever you're interested in, Regent can definitely help you. There are vast program offerings such as reading specialists, gifted education, teaching English as a second language, and so much more. The programs here at Regent are values-based, and they are so they can transform lives as well as classrooms. That's the ultimate goal we want for you, that you can be an educator that's really going to instill value and just really bless a child's life. At Regent, our Christian teacher training will challenge you to build the skills, knowledge, and wisdom you need to serve and elevate others at the highest level. And what more could you want as a teacher or any type of educator? So why educators should consider Regent? 710 plus Teachers of the Year awards have been awarded in just the Hampton Roads area alone of Virginia. So not even all of Virginia, but just Hampton Roads. That's a huge chunk of teachers that have won Teacher of the Year, just proving the excellence we strive for here at Regent. Regent is #1 in online graduate education programs in Virginia, and this is according to U.S. News and World Report in 2014, and we hope to continue that for years to come. The classwork that you'll be taking at Regent is flexible and works really well with a teacher's busy schedule. I hear all the time about people transferring to Regent because it's just so much easier to manage with a life, a family, kids, and just a whole classroom of people too if you are currently teaching or if you have a full-time job. It just works really, really well with a busy schedule, and that's our goal, is to further your education the best of our ability, but also so you're not stressed out all the time and you feel like you can actually manage the classes you're taking. Regent is also very high quality for the classes you're taking. It's affordable and it's accredited, which is also important when looking for furthering your education and your degree. So let's talk about some accreditation. Regent University has accreditation in SACS, which is Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, and the entire university is accredited from this. We are also authorized to operate in the state of Virginia by SCEV, which is State Council of Higher Education in Virginia. We're also accredited by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, and specific to School of Education, it's approved by the Virginia Department of Education and also the Teacher Education Accreditation Council. Approved upon your graduation, you'll be approved for this. We have a lot of different program offerings, which I will be scrolling through and showing you some of our program offerings, but they all can be found at this link. There's a Master's of Education, strictly, but you can also add on initial licensure and endorsements. And then postmasters, there's Educational Specialists, Doctors of Education, Doctorate of Philosophy. And then in addition to those, we have certificate programs offered at both master's level and postmaster's level, as well as licensure and endorsement programs. So here we are on the Regent University School of Education homepage, where we will look through some of the programs that Regent offers. And here's a full listing of our programs. As you can see, we do offer a lot, which is wonderful, and I hope that something appeals to what you're looking for. So we have Masters of Education, and in that we offer Christian School Administration, Curriculum and Instruction, which the Curriculum and Instruction Masters of Education you can get in 5 different concentrations of Adult Education, Christian Education, Gifted and Talented Education, and Teacher Leadership. There's also a Masters of Ed in Individualized Degree Plan, which is all online. All of these that I will list in the master's degree are completely online as well, just to note that in your mind. There's an individualized degree plan, there's student affairs, and there's TESOL. And those are all in the Masters of Education. There's also Masters of Education where you get an initial licensure, and in that you'll have Career Switcher, where you can also get that without your master's and do only the Career Switcher. This one is online. There's a Masters of Ed in Elementary Education, which is strictly on campus, so you need to be at the Virginia Beach campus for that degree. There's a Masters of Ed in Special Education, K through 12, which is online. Now, there's 5 other Masters of Education that come with endorsements, and those are here, and they're Masters of Education in Curriculum and Instruction, the Gifted and Talented, and that's online. There's Educational Leadership, that's also online, Leadership in Mathematics Education, Reading Specialist, and TESOL, which are all online. Other than the Leadership in Mathematics, you can do either online or on campus. You do kind of a hybrid on that. Now, the postmaster's degree programs are all listed here. As you can see, there's vast opportunity here. You can get an educational specialist, which is completely online. You can get that in educational leadership or leadership in mathematics education. For the doctorate of education, you can do adult education, advanced educational leadership, character education, Christian education leadership, distance education, educational psychology, higher education leadership and management, K-12 school leadership, or special education. That sounds like a lot, but it just goes to show that there's so many routes you can take here at Regent. And that didn't even include the PhDs you're able to get here. You can get a PhD in adult education, advanced educational leadership, character education, distance education, educational psychology, higher education, K through 12 school leadership, and special education. Now let's move on to our certificate programs. With our certificate programs, you are able to look at concentrations such as the autism, which is a master's level certificate. Also under the master's level certificates, you have Career Switcher, there's Christian Education, Gifted and Talented, STEM, and TESOL. For postmaster's certificates, we have Advancing Leadership and Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies. Now, for our licensure and endorsement programs, we have 2 initial licensure, which are the Career Switcher and the Special Education. We also have endorsements that include administration and supervision through the Masters of Education degree in Educational Leadership. For EDD, there's administration and supervision via the EDD and K-12 school leadership concentration. There's also an EDS, an administration and supervision, once you are taking that EDS degree in educational leadership with special education emphasis. You can also do English as a second language through the Masters of Ed and teaching English as a second language. Gifted education through the Masters of Ed is also available in curriculum instruction for the Gifted and Talented program. For Masters of Ed, there's also a K through 8 leadership and mathematics education, and that's also available in the EDS. For Masters of Education, there's reading specialists and there's also special education. The cost. Every student is curious of how much their education is going to cost them. But let's start out by saying that education is the best investment you can make in your life, because it is the one thing that you earn and that you can take with you wherever you go, and that is going to get you the job that you want and the career and the path that you truly feel like you want. So the cost of attendance is listed here, as you can see. A non-degree program is $200 per credit hour. Career Switcher is $235 per credit hour. Masters of Education is $575 per credit hour. Education Specialist is $690 per credit hour. Doctorate of Education is $870 per credit hour. And Doctor of Philosophy is also $870 per credit hour. So all of these are subject to the 25% off if you talk to a Regent recruiter. And that would be all of them except for the 2 programs with asterisks on them. So the Career Switcher and the non-degree program are not eligible for that 25% discount. And this is because they are actually already discounted, the price you see there. So this just provides some information on what you can expect cost-wise, but Regent does offer a lot of financial aid and many resources to assist students in funding, because these can seem like big numbers, but God's got it under control, and if you're supposed to be here, you will be. And we hope that you are dedicated and that you are able to get the help you need to be able to come here. We would love that, and there's so many different avenues you can go through. There's corporate partnerships that you may be eligible for through your school system. If you work in a school system currently, there's all the financial aid and grants, scholarships. There's church matching programs, which if a church donates a certain amount, Regent will match that amount. And discounts are also available if you're affiliated with a Christian college affiliation or with the military. So if you want the opportunity at a cost deduction, talk to a School of Education recruiter, and you could have the opportunity of a 25% discount, which is great. And you can also email education@regent.edu and specify to talk to a recruiter by contacting that email address, and just notify that you're interested in the discount. And we will go over some cost for each degree program, and I'll be scrolling through our School of Education page on some of that cost, so you can see more detailed what it may cost for you to come to Regent. Thank you so much for taking the time today to hear about these programs and to hear about Regent as a university. We really hope that you choose coming here. We would love to add you to the list of Teachers of the Year or a great administrator. We absolutely love our education program and love each of the people in it, and we hope to have you here.